I'm taking a half court shot right now.
Taking a half court shot.
Oh, that could have been a name too. Half court. Half court shot.
Sure. Now, yeah, if half court would have been something that like we meet in the middle,
right?
Type thing,
right?
That would have been a But we're past.
I told somebody what the name was, and they was like, "Bro, that's dope. That do sound like something." Because it's like respect the call.
Yeah,
it's a basketball term, and respect what we're talking about. Respect what the call that we're making on the subject.
Yeah.
What call is that? Respect the call, man. Respect the call.
You are now listening to Respect the Call.
That's my show.
With Coach Keas, and Nico.
JCMN
Network.
I like that.
What's up, y'all? And welcome to Respect the Call. My name is Nico, and I'm with my co-host, Coach Keas.
Yes, sir.
Keas Coast.
I'm about to say that's what I miss about it. You would always introduce me as all these other names all the time.
You had a lot of aliases.
All right.
Official combo guy. Officially.
I don't really like saying that name sometimes.
Why is that?
Because the God part.
Yeah.
I got some flack for that early.
Really? I mean,
if they see what's going on, you know what I'm saying?
Technically, I kind of, we talked about that before you said it.
Yeah, we did.
And then you could have found another way to say combo something.
I know.
But it's cool.
It worked, yeah.
You there now, you know?
Yeah,
You a lowercase G, so.
Yeah, lowercase G.
Lowercase G.
Yeah. We're not playing them games.
But yeah, so definitely a lot of episodes have not came out.
Hey, you know what? This is my fault. I'm gonna say it right now because I know that's probably we have listeners because when I posted on Facebook, I seen people that listen, friends of mine, like, dang, it's been a minute. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna talk about it, but
yeah,
we're gonna keep it brief. It was on me.
Yeah,
Nico had no issue with this. This was my fault. I'm taking full control of that.
Full control.
Full control of that.
There you go. That would have been another name for the podcast. Post control.
Yeah, that's not
maybe.
Oh, that would have been tough.
Yeah, maybe that's a segment.
Yeah,
maybe
that's what I'm saying. We can have segments where we talk. Oh,
yeah,
man.
there you go.
That's what I'm saying. All right,
I like it, but we got to work on it.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah, it's on me.
I like the theme of this podcast episodes is just us reiterating that.
Just
Coach
evolving.
Keas is not the what.
Yeah.
He's stunting our growth.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's on me. This is my fault. But
not a sponsor.
Right, not a sponsor. They can.
Good.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's whatever. But yeah, man. How you been?
Tired. I know I said that on my last time I was here, tired. But my plan going into next year, I'm about to be 30.
Yeah.
So now I want to make things a lot simpler. If that makes sense.
Gotcha.
So that's why I'm more in tune on like the podcast. Keep the the business is going to be what it is, but now those things that I want to add that I enjoy doing, I want to make time, like full time for it. I'm going back to school.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think I was ever going to go back to college.
Yeah,
because it was like it got to a point like why?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So, but now I want to just evolve in certain things that I'm good at, and I'm going back for IT. Getting into that field.
Anything specific in IT?
I want to be a data architect. So those are the ones that pretty much do the blueprints. So I'm excited about it.
Yeah,
I'm really good with numbers. But my whole focus changed. I want to be that father, husband now. So I want to keep everything to what I want to do and not what I have to do to please and try to help somebody,
Right.
So it doesn't make sense. The AC coming off kind of like changed my, like when it just shut, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
But
change a little momentum there.
how you been? I know you.
I've been good.
Hey man, I like the new spot too. Bro.
Yeah.
This is dope.
Got a new thing, and hopefully I can start decorating some stuff.
Right.
At least.
Yeah, when you're doing this.
Yeah. Put something up so it looks a little bit more basketball-y. But once again, things that we've also mentioned on this stuff before. I'm gonna work on things and put things up. But yeah, I'm in a better place now. I'm more of into programming, I guess, in a sense.
Wow.
For a facility.
Really?
Yeah. So,
but I knew you was gonna do that.
Yeah.
This is your thing. Nobody, and that's the thing. Like you gifted in this, so it's like, bro, you gonna get it because you put so much out. Bro, you been doing this before it was cool.
Yeah,
like it's cool to do now.
Mm-hmm.
But you was doing this when I think you was in middle school or like early high school. So
most likely,
Yeah,
and then that's now it's become just my regular podcast. I just try not to let that stump me because people nowadays can kind of do what I do a lot easier. Mm-hmm. But what keeps me a little bit above the curve is, I got experience.
Right.
So like even with this whole thing, if y'all watching the video version, y'all see that, I got a little bit of transitions. You got that Keas cam, you got me, and I'm trying to keep that professionalism or that polished look that you can't just achieve with, you just picking up your iPhone and doing what you're doing. It's like, yeah, you could, but you gotta evolve.
Yeah, you got levels to it.
And granted, it sometimes it doesn't even matter. But
it is what it is.
It is what it is. But my goal for this thing is to catch some eyes.
Right.
And I want people to see that, I'm into basketball and it's nice to be able to talk like this.
Right.
I had a coworker of mine and I've realized how out of touch I've been with basketball. And to the point that, I'm not even watching games. Like I just recently started watching highlights.
Right.
And with this podcast, it would kind of make me get back into it.
You have to watch it.
Yeah. Right. And granted, I haven't fallen out of basketball. I had no reason to just sit and watch. And I think when you take cable out of it, you start to kind of go, well, why am I trying to go out of my way to watch a game?
Exactly.
And especially, how the state of a lot of these teams that you consider good has been playing. Yeah. Which is fine. Basketball is basketball. Sometimes I like seeing bad teams or good teams do bad things because it's like, well.
Yeah, it show that they, for one, they're human. And then two, it brings excitement.
Yeah.
It's like an upset. So.
Yeah. So it's cool. But, hopefully this podcast will make me get back into it. Right. Learning. I can't even name a starting lineup fully.
Me either.
Now that I think about it, I really can't. Yeah. But it's gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. Right. This is the welcome back episode.
Right. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I didn't know what that was. It just flows.
It just flows.
It just flows.
But yeah.
So I do know the first thing that I wanted to dive into, because LA is my favorite team. Mm-hmm. How do we feel about Westbrook and that whole situation?
Honestly, it seems like it's going to work. It's definitely, I think it's definitely going to change. I feel like they're just trying out.
It's like you don't really have much to say.
No,
I have so many pauses in in a sentence because I don't know. Like now he's playing at a level where it's like he had 26 last night, but they lost. But he's coming off the bench, correct?
Yeah.
Don't watch it, but
but I think it was like a few minutes in the first quarter. He just kind of came off because he still played with the starting lineup,
right.
But it just didn't start immediately.
What's the point?
I think it's a pacing thing.
Come in and
and the way that LeBron plays and seeming like how you want to keep AD playing as well, that pacing doesn't match Westbrook.
Right.
But later in the game, it does kind of get there. But when you got somebody like Anthony Davis who can easily just fall at any point,
right?
Which him and Westbrook and AD will be a great combo. And then you got LeBron on the side. You kind of have a super OKC situation. But I think they kind of had to find a different pacing.
Right.
And, that takes time.
It does take time. And I'm happy Westbrook is playing a lot better. You see the coach get emotional. I've seen that floating around the internet. And it just showed like people in the inside have a lot of passion towards him because they know he could play the game of basketball. And the way he's been getting a lot of flack is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like you talking about somebody that's Hall of Fame. Like he a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Has he had bad games? Of course, but every point guard or everybody in the league has bad games when they're a superstar. So I didn't really agree with it. I was shocked that people was coming at him so heavily like that. But
yeah, it's easy to ridicule.
It's easy to ridicule somebody that's doing bad.
Yeah, and Westbrook ain't like he's going to fall off sometimes. Yeah, but you can't deny that he's still a good player.
Yeah, you can't.
I would say though, one thing about this little setup or this team, it hasn't been so one-sided. Like when I saw Westbrook, Paul George, and Melo on the same squad, it felt like I don't see this working.
Yeah, it was off balance. There was no balance, but it's like dominate ball. Then you got somebody that's spotting up, and then you got somebody that's out of tune.
Yeah.
And I think Melo was a little out of tune because he's like, I could be a spot-up shooter, but he like to, you know.
He's changing the pace.
Right. Is he still a free agent?
Yeah, he still is.
Yeah.
So.
That might.
I don't know what that's going to be like. I mean,
he did what he's supposed to do.
Yeah. And then, but it's like, it's so sad to say. But right now, currently, right now, what is he going to change except attention? It's not like it's not like lately he has been so threatening that he's gonna you when you put him on the floor, you want to watch him, you want to shoot, but I don't think he had a good shooting percentage last year. I think he was pretty under like 30%.
Really?
I think.
I'm not even sure.
But whatever it was, he wasn't playing as much either. So it's
kind of like,
it's not like you're gonna make or break a situation. But
I definitely understand that.
Hopefully, he finds a home that works for him.
All right.
Maybe he'll just go back to the Nuggets and retire from there.
That would be nice.
Yeah,
that would be.
Play a good little solid year.
Right.
Do his little farewell tour. That'll make me sad, and then we'll definitely have to talk about that every game. Did you see that he dropped 40 points?
It'd be like another Kobe situation. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
that'd be nice.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
But I think Westbrook is going to figure it out. It's only been, 6 games?
Yeah, I was about to say that the season just started. I mean, I think it's under 10 games. So
it is a make or break season.
It is.
But I think
it's still too early to start writing stuff off. Speaking of the West, I mean, you got the West is fire right now.
Mm-hmm.
You got a lot of young guys, Luka, Ja. Portland is playing really good. Did you see the Pelicans? I don't know their record, but I know when they first started, I mean, Zion is playing how I knew he could play.
Yeah.
He shaved all that New Orleans gumbo weight off. And that's no disrespect. You got big, my boy. You know what I'm saying? But he shaved it off. His body looks good. He's playing great. So the West, I couldn't say who can come out because the Warriors is playing horrible right now too.
Yeah.
They just lost to Detroit, I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. That's funny.
It's an ad.
Yeah. The cat just popped into the frame. But yeah. And I think Pelicans have been that lately.
Right.
They have shown potential of being what I thought the Timberwolves would be showing.
Right.
This young build team. I mean, Warriors kind of started the standard of like, hey, look, if you take these pieces, keep them together,
right,
get a nice draft pick, you might win a championship. So Pelicans, they do have enough.
Yeah, they got enough
to definitely be in the playoffs.
They still missing one piece. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
They're missing that one piece to take them over the hump to be like championship contender.
Yeah.
Right now, they're definitely like playoff. They might upset the first round, but second and third, they not.
It's like to say that they won't make the finals at all. It's the same thing how I said I didn't see how the Heat would have made the finals. That in the bubble. That team just didn't make like any sense. I got it. It was their good team in a sense.
All right.
Just didn't think that they were finals.
So that's why, you really don't know. I mean, if the role players play the way they need to play, star player, it really was just Jimmy Butler as a star. So
and granted, if the Pelicans were more on the East, if they were the East team, sure, they might. But actually, you got the Bucks. So that team finally is showing.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Great they are.
Yeah, finally. They were struggling.
It really annoyed
bit.
me,
right?
Watching that every year and being like, I mean,
like
Bucks gotta win, right?
Yeah, they gotta win eventually. So it's good that they did.
Yeah. So I can see it, but since we're talking about playoffs.
Playoffs.
Have a sound bite.
Right.
Who do you want to do the bracket, or you just want to see who come out the West? Or at least the Western Conference Finals?
The Western Conference Finals, I would say. I mean, it's hard. Like I said, I don't really know.
Yeah.
But if I had to take just a hypothesis. Hydro.
How about we not?
If I had to take a hypothesis.
If you had to do I don't know.
Whoa. Where are we going?
This is a sports podcast,
right.
not a science.
I know. But if I had to take a guess.
Yeah.
I want to give respect to the Warriors because they're still the Warriors. They have a really good foundation. So I would still say Warriors. Mm-hmm. And then I want to say Memphis.
Ooh. Why Memphis?
Ja Morant is ridiculous.
Yeah.
This dude is young and he's like showing why he wants that face of the league. And I like when a young player comes in and plays like that. Like he don't just talk about it, he play like it. Yeah. So yeah, I think Ja Morant is going to put him on his back. I just don't think it's enough to beat the Warriors last year. Was it the conference last year?
No.
It was semi. It was semi.
Yeah. It was semi.
So, yeah, they definitely going to meet them.
Well, my West, what I want to see is Grizzlies and the Suns. That's what I want to see because I think that wouldn't be bad. Yeah, that'd be a fun West because I wouldn't know who would win, and actually whoever wins, I want them to win it all. So that's a fun finals, but if I had to be, you know what though, I'm just gonna say that if I had to be definitive, that's why I see making the Western Conference Finals. It would be
Memphis.
It'd be Memphis and Phoenix.
That'll be a good matchup.
Yeah.
Devin Booker, Ja, and then you got the bigs.
I mean, granted, if injuries happen, then that definitely changes it. But other than that, that's who I see.
All right.
So what about the East?
The East, I don't want to get into the Brooklyn situation because that's a lot.
Yeah.
But
I mean, even granted, that has been. It's not even resolved. It's such a thing that
they're trash.
There's an obvious thing here, and it's kind of like, what are we adding to the conversation at all?
Yeah.
But
the East, I don't even know who's good
on the East.
I know you got actually, I think the Hawks started off pretty hot.
Yeah,
they're starting off hot. I actually, I do like the Hawks.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people sleeping on them, but Murray and Young together, it works perfectly. I think if they work out this whole season, they can figure something out, and they can really be a powerhouse.
Yeah.
With John Collins, expanding his game and being who he is. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Hawks made the conference finals. And I hope nobody goes. They just was there 2 years ago, and they were one game away from being in the finals. And if you have a player like Murray, so Trae Young doesn't get trapped in triple team, you can't do that.
Yeah.
So I think that might put them over the edge a little bit, but if they go against a team like the Bucks, they're more defined now. So it's not the Bucks from 2 years ago. If they play against who else is on the East that's really Chicago.
Yeah.
Chicago's pretty good.
So who was your two?
I'm going to go with Boston and the Hawks.
Boston and the Hawks. Though you didn't even do a rundown with the Boston. You just said that.
Yeah, because I just thought about who was in the finals last year.
Yeah.
Like, that just came in my head, like, who's in the finals last year from the East?
Yeah. And I know it all depends on brackets.
Right.
So if they go against each other earlier, then obviously they'll get there. But you're just saying in general, the top 2 teams that you feel like will go out. Yeah. So I like Boston. I like the team itself. And I think that they have a lot of potential. And if they get one, they deserve it. And I definitely always think the Bucks is probably the baddest in the East. I'm a Bulls fan, so I love to see that there's potential.
Right. Potential.
But I always get disappointed once I start getting involved. 2011. So, and DeRozan is getting close to a quote unquote MVP year.
Yeah, for sure.
He's getting pretty close to just having one and just being like, yeah. Remember that 1 year that DeRozan won MVP?
Right. Like that 1 year.
Yeah. So I would say Boston and the Bucks.
Boston and Bucks.
That's what I want to see in the West.
Yeah.
I mean the East.
I mean, it's definitely understandable because they do hold the reins of being the top teams in the East. So, I mean, I could definitely see that.
So that'll be my pick, and based on what I've said, the finals would be the Bucks and Phoenix again. It feels weird to say.
Yeah, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that again.
I don't.
But it might happen.
But it's definitely one of those things where it's like, it's almost like, why is it not happening again?
Right.
It didn't really lose anybody, nor did they really gain.
That's the weird thing about basketball sometimes. Like they keep their same team and then it won't be the same result.
Exactly.
Like, it just, normally football is like that. Like you keep the team.
Yeah. And then, just to top it all off, Game 6 Bucks.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, obviously with that matchup, it's sad to see it again and not get a dub out of that. But that's just that team.
It's just the nature of it. Yeah. It's just the nature of it.
So what about you, though? Based on your 4, how do you think yours is going to play out?
I would say Warriors and Boston again. A rematch.
I wouldn't mind seeing that one again.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. And this time Boston come up top in 7.
Woo! 7. That would be fun.
That would be fun.
Tatum with the buzzer beater.
Mm-hmm. Or Jaylen Brown.
Or definitely Jaylen Brown.
Bro, he proved himself last year. In the finals, he was holding it down.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah. That'll be exciting. I hope this actually happens. So we have a freaking iconic clip.
Right, an iconic clip. Like this is November 5th, 2022.
Mm-hmm. We called it. Respect the call.
Exactly. Respect the call.
All right. So we're at about 23 minutes. Is that you want to just make just a short episode or?
Yeah, we can.
All right.
So I don't anger my wife.
There you go. We need somebody pushing you.
No, seriously.
I know. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this short little episode of Respect the Call. It'll definitely get a lot longer once we start working things out, logistics and all this other stuff. We'll start adding other things and segments and all these other things to it, like we've always said. I hope y'all enjoyed watching this on YouTube at Respect the Call. You can listen to this on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and shout out to Anchor for letting this all be possible. I greatly appreciate it. And you can hit up that Keas if you got any ads and sponsorships you want to shoot.
Yeah, we're definitely looking for some sponsors. I'm going to reach out to a few people I know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping Goalie can sponsor us.
Okay.
I know Jersey Nation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving them shout outs right now because
I know, right?
Look, I'm putting y'all out. I want y'all to, help us out,
Because we can promise you this is going to get.
Yeah, this is going to get big.
It's going to grow.
It's going to grow.
It's not even being arrogant. It's just how it is.
Like the network, then when you start having like little guests come over or they do we'll figure that split screen and all of that good stuff, but somebody that can just hop on a call for the podcast, all of that stuff is going to happen.
Yeah.
So
it'll work. But all right, y'all. Be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, put a favorite, share to the world, let everyone know that we're here and we're here to stay.
And I'm backing it.
You back.
Like an ad lib.
There you go. Freestyle?
It's different. It's different energy right now.
Yeah. I was feeling the freestyle for a second.
Nah, it's no freestyle.
No? Okay.
I don't want to tarnish my image. Have a freestyle and it's like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, okay. You lost me.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all next time.
We out.
Bye-bye.
That's signature though. That's the signature. We just gotta keep it going.
Yeah.
We started this in 2020, bro.
That's crazy. And then we'll be 20 years later. We'll be 2024 talking about, remember when? Now, why are we talking like that? We would be only
40.
Well, you'd be 50. Dang.
Whoa.
I'll be 48, so I'll be right behind you.
50 not old no more.
No.
I think I'm gonna still be like active and because I'm 30 and I'm like, dang. I mean, yeah, I'm older. I see certain things, but I'm still like, dang, I still move like I'm young. I still look younger. I still get people ask me, am I 23, 24? I'm like, no, I'm 29. About to be 30 next year.
Crazy.